one of the things that came up was really around making sure and evaluating any gaps in service. And so one of the ideas that came from that we were able to show CARF this year when they came back to evaluate us was our new process specifically for the assertive community treatment team on how we are managing and ensuring that there aren't gaps in service, that everybody is being served regardless of whether or not they're really loud in how they want service or explain how they're able to advocate for themselves versus our folks who really struggle with that and who aren't able to articulate their needs as clearly or as specifically. It wasn't that they told us that we weren't doing a good job or they made any kind of recommendation around it, but it was something that was so important in that evaluation that we took a step back and looked at how we implement service and came up with these ideas. This is our service coordination board, and this arose out of recommendations and some of our ideas that came out of preparation for CARF. This is one of the ideas that came out of how to improve and remove any gap in service. So, as you will see from this board, everybody has a specific location in the county that they are serving in a 2-week cycle. We try to keep it at a 2-week rotation to make sure that all of our members are able to meet with all of the case managers and build relationships with all of those case managers. And also to make sure that there aren't clients that are getting missed, that there's somebody available to them and they can know exactly who they're going to see, who they can reach out to at any given time. One person in particular that really benefited from this was a gentleman who was living in Oakland, and he was not very vocal about his needs, really symptomatic in the community. It was hard to catch up with him, etc. So one of the great things about how this board worked and how this coordination plan worked was that we were able to meet with him more often in a more focused way. So there was more staff contact, there was more frequent focus on specific needs, and really encouraged him to talk about what was going on. So he's now in a day treatment program, he's coming to the office more often, he's taking his meds more precisely, and building a greater support network in the community.
One of the things that CARF mentioned was the client socialization area, to make it more welcoming for the clients, to make it more warm. CARF mentioned, that was one of the things they mentioned, what we were going to do to improve the area. So it was interesting that they brought that up, but it was actually an idea of ours before CARF even talked about what improvements needed to be made. We want to make it more colorful. Right now, there's a lot of brown going on, a lot of natural colors going on, but we want to have lots of orange and lots of red, different art. We started putting the clients' art up on a community board. Personally, I'm all about improving myself, and hopefully others, feel the same. But to me, it's like okay, this is where you have some errors. Let's fix it. So it's a learning process.
Accreditation helps build that momentum. Getting ready helps build that momentum to be a culture of continuous improvement. If you're building a culture where people feel that they can make a change, that they can make an improvement on their own and share it with everyone else.
It's always nice to get another perspective on how we're doing our work and how we're outreaching to clients, how we are serving our clients. So we get the opportunity via CARF to look at how everything is really working from an unbiased perspective.
One of the things that's so great about CARF is that they have a very collaborative, consultative spirit. That's the way they come to you as peers to talk about what you're doing. So it's a period that you actually get to engage in, take time and engage in the things talking about what it is you do that helps people get better.
Don't be scared. They're not going to be mean to you. They really get excited about creativity in program, and they really want to look at how you're doing things. They're really there to help you.
A friend of mine mentioned this quote, and it stuck with me. If you stay ready, you won't have to be ready. So if you're on top of your job, if you're doing what you need to do, if you're crossing your T's and dotting your I's, you don't have to be anxious when you have outsiders coming in, such as CARF, because you know that you're on top of your game, you're doing what needs to be done, and there's nothing to worry about.
You want somebody who's going to tell you the truth and give you feedback, and nothing bad's going to happen from their feedback. It gives you an opportunity to really make sure that your services are meeting a good quality standard.
And it's not work that you're not already doing. I mean, if you were to prepare for survey yourself, mostly what you're going to see is that you have a lot of practices that you already do that would meet standards. And you might have to take some of the other ones, look at what you're doing, and possibly do some revisions. So it's not additional work, and it's only going to benefit you. The people that you serve, I guarantee you, will feel it. And I would submit to you that you're going to have rewards that you didn't even expect. It's an outside look. It's affirming the things that we hope are happening. And yes, we still have things we have to improve, but it's an affirmation, confirmation of the hard work that people are doing to keep improving.